You have entered the coaching industry and you are working to elevate your coaching practice on a regular basis. Here are some of the topics which will be helpful for you to enhance your coaching practice. First one, cultivating deep listening. Listening is one of the most important characteristics of a coach. Look at Otto Scharmer's work on levels of listening during his research for Theory U at Presencing Institute, and learn to listen at level 3, level 4 wherever possible. 2. Empowering questions. Coaches must keep on refining their questions that lead to deeper discovery, reflection, and insight for the client. Third, goal alignment ensures that the coach, client, their goal alignment, which are related to their beliefs, values, purpose, and your each question should help the client unravel their connection with their beliefs, their strength, their values, and their purpose. Feedback loop. When you work with your client, you provide them with the feedback about their achievements, about their reflections, quality of thoughts, everything, provided there is an agreement between you and your client. Those feedback loops are important for the client to learn more about themselves. And I'm not talking about providing them with the feedback. Oh, you are doing great, you are a wonderful client. No, that's a judgment. When I say feedback loop, it's about helping client reflect based on their expressions. Say clients say that I am really feeling that my career is stalled. You may ask, what makes you say that? And I hear you say, and your facial expressions are changing. What's happening inside you? That's the feedback loop we are talking about. And on that note, remember one OODA loop. Although it's a decision-making tool, but OODA means observe, orient, then let client decide and act. But help your client observe themselves, then orient themselves, reorient themselves wherever required, help them decide, and then help them act. Learn more about OODA loop if you haven't. This is a wonderful aspect for you to enhance as well. Then, holistic approach. Remember that your client is bringing their work situation or personal situation, but ultimately you need to coach the whole person. Professional and personal aspects, the inner and outer aspects are deeply interconnected. So coach at the intersections. So for example, you can say that, okay, so if you achieve this outcome today, how is it going to make your life different? And if you got this insight today, where else it can help you, it can support you. So you know all of that. I'm just inviting you to do more of that. Next point, 6, self-reflection. You as a coach need to demark some time for reflection and also check how was your coaching session, what did you do, what did you do well, what you need to do better. And my invitation to you would be to write your own reflections into CCSS format. C is what needs to continue as it is. You did well. Repeat that perhaps in the next session if you need to. What needs to be changed? Do you need to improvise something? Do you need to correct something? Do you need to change something? That is C. So continue, change, and is there something that you need to stop? If you realize that it didn't go well, write that you need to stop this and what you should have done but you missed it and you want to start doing from the next session onwards. Because this reflective practice will give your brain some feedback and it will automatically help you next session onwards. Continuous learning. This point I will say over and over again that invest in improvising your understanding about yourself, your client, tools, techniques, methods, models, human psyche, human behavior, because as a coach, you need to learn about everything that impact your client. 8. Authenticity and presence. When you are working with your client, your presence is going to matter the most, because remember, when client is absent in their own mind, you need to be present. You need to work, be present like a lighthouse so that client keep coming back to you, your presence and your authenticity. Suppose someday you are not feeling great and you want to tell the client that, hey, I think I'm not feeling well today, or I'm not feeling all that great today. Maybe is that okay for us to reschedule the session? Bring that authenticity. Do not always keep pulling yourself when you even can't do that coaching session. When you reflect on these points, and if you feel that it's worthwhile for us to connect, let's do that. Otherwise, if you feel that it is worth liking, press like and leave your comments so that we and others can also learn from you, and somebody would be benefited with this. You can subscribe and also forward it to them. Thank you for watching. See you next time.